Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here with the Crypto Lifer. It's Monday morning, baby. Let's go, baby! Yes! 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 We're starting the week off again. Another beautiful day to be alive. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Get motivated. Get ready. We're going to take the markets by storm. Shout out to anyone that made money this weekend. Matic banging on them for 30% gains. 30% in a weekend. 30% gains in a weekend while most people are taking the day off. We're counting that paper, getting paid. Band looking like it make a bit of a move. We've been on Band, talking about Band protocol. Shout out to each and every one of you. I just booked my trip to Miami. I'm on my way 27th to the 1st. I'm going to catch BitBoy, going to catch Crypto Blood, going to catch all my awesome people out there. Shout out to Crypto Chick. Shout out to the Crypto Magazine, baby. Shout out to Nathan Hill. Shout out to my whole team in Miami, baby. Dang, they're living in Miami this month. Straight up. Just got back from Hollywood, Florida. On my way back a week later. Traveling for Thanksgiving. It is out of control. Shout out to everybody here. Do you feel the energy? Do you feel the vibes, baby? Can you get it going? Sorry, I just have it in me and I can't hide it. And you know, I don't know I'm going to be full of this energy till I hit that button. Next thing you know, it's like boom, boom, boom. Sorry. And we're ready to go. I got the live and today it's a lemon, a lime. Look, the green screen takes the lime away, baby. You can't see it. The lime's green, so it just disappears. The front you can see a little bit. That's funny. So this is a lime. That's kind of cool. You can just... So now if you ever need to just put a hole in a green screen, just... A hole with Bitcoin. What are you looking at? Upstairs in the guest room. Yes, we have a guest room. In the guest Nobody sleeps in there. Sometimes I do. I sleep all around the house. Sometimes the couch, sometimes another bedroom, sometimes... My wife kicked me out because she's with the baby every night. So, shout out to everybody here. We're going to drink the lime water, not the lemon water. Sorry to throw you off. This might really throw you off. The lime water. Shout out to each and every one of you. Let's get another sip of that water. Let's stay hydrated. Let's break down the markets. I got everything waiting for us, ready to go. Remember, every single Thursday, 5 p.m., catch me on Around the Blockchain. I'll be there, baby. Are you going to be there is the question. Every single Thursday at 5 p.m. Around the Blockchain. And it's every day at 5 p.m. They're going to be moving to their own YouTube channel. Big deal. Big deal. Follow them on to Around the Blockchain as it continues to branch out. Years from now, it'll be a big, big show. Huge sponsorships like it already has, but it will be bigger and bigger. So I'm excited to be a part of that journey and watch things grow in cryptocurrency. The camera comes from the down, so it accentuates the pocket square. From here, it doesn't look as big. Accentuates. I like that word, accentuate. Shout out to everybody here. Bitcoin Diamond, BCD. Interesting. Shout out to everybody, man. Are you feeling the love? Let's get into Bitcoin and why you're here. So, we talked about Bitcoin breaking to the downside. We talked about an insurance short with a stop loss at 17,250. Never even came close to getting hit. Was actually one of the easiest shorts in the game ever. Reminds me a lot of that 21,800 short that we called back in the day that never hit the stop loss. So beautiful times for beautiful people. And if you paid attention, this was, I'm not saying it was simple, but I mean, it had all the bells and whistles of a short, right? Symmetrical triangles, which in my mind, most of the time break to the downside. Chubby triangles are not my favorite. You even had this bit of a, you had this kind of cooking, right? We went over all these things. We tried not to miss a beat here. We did not miss a beat. And we kept you privy. We talked about the point of control, said it's going to drop. Bearish retest of the point of control. It did that. And it did it for a while. It said, hey, I don't want to get above it. I don't want to get above it. And it made an ascending triangle. Ascending triangles are 50-50s. A lot of people think they're bullish patterns, but they are not. They are 50-50 patterns. Hands down, it is what it is when you're trading the ascending triangle. It looks like a nice pattern. You want it to be bullish, but it just isn't a 100% bullish pattern. In an uptrend, it tends to be more bullish. But here, it just showed the signs of not being able to get above the zone, even though we had some buy pressure. And we bearishly retested the point of control, this VRVP, and you fall down to the lower level of liquidity. Right here at 16K. I went over this so many times, and we talked about this, and I will teach you this stuff. I will teach you how to trade with the VRVP. You lose this level, you're short. You gain that level, you're long. It's pretty simple. It's actually very simple. It's so simple, people don't think it's that simple. You see what I'm saying? They think it can't be that simple, so they don't do it. And they let their emotions creep in. They don't make a move. They freeze up, and nothing happens. And they just watch the market move. Also, when a symmetrical triangle gets tight, a big move is coming. Even if you only traded symmetrical triangles like once a month or something, I mean, this is telling you that something is going to happen. I told you Thursday night, Friday, I said, man, 24, 36 hours, we're going to see a bit of a move here because we're tight inside the channel. Who here, I just want to talk. Let's go over it. I want to see how good the channel's doing. So let's break it down. Who here was able to figure out that the probability was more likely short, and who took advantage of that and was able to get some paper? Who was able to make some gains on a short? A Matic short, a Mana short, ETH short, Bitcoin short, you know? And I'll teach you how to maximize the short, how to get more gains out of the short too. There's a way to do that. RLC with a huge pop just now. RLC moving, that is the coin of the day. We're going to talk about that in a second as well. Who was able to short? We had a Matic short in the trading group. That was the short that I focused on. Went up 30% gains, baby. Who was able to take some gains on the short? Matic 3S for CNC. It was clear continuation triangle to the downside. David Kendall. I did, Sammy. Lifer friend. Nailed the short on Bitcoin. Devin, my man. I had a big short break and did a big short cake. My man. Yo, thank you for the cake. And yeah, people made a cake for me today. Let's talk about it. Definitely has to make the stream, right? I mean, how could that cake not make the live stream? So let's find that cake. Let's get us some cake. And we're so active. My trading group, most active trading group in the game. Straight up. Every single one of you is so active, grinding every single day. But look, this is the cake. We have beautiful people making cakes. Crypto Lifer, Love, Zeno, and Friend. Look, you guys made Zeno and Friend, you made the cake. I mean, making the cake is a big deal, right? If I made that cake, I'd be like, whoa, no, but it's just funny. I mean, it just shows you we're all part of something bigger than we realize. Like when you see your name on a cake on a live stream, and you're like, how did, your name's Zeno, my man Jamie, and you're like, how did my Zeno name get on a cake on a live stream one day? How did my friend, from Lifer Friend, I love you, man. You're mad funny. Funny dude, upbeat, positive. You understand the conscious nature of the universe. You're on your way. You get what's going on. You're picking up what I'm putting down, and you're putting down. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I appreciate it. I need each and every one of you. I don't even like using the word need, but I survive with each and every one of you. You are me and I am you. Together, we create the universe of the lifers. So look at that beautiful cake. I mean, that thing looks unreal. That's a proper cake right there. So, and that's the 99 is where we share mostly pictures of charts, talk about strategy and ideas, bring in newcomers. It's the lobby. It's where people really get brought in, where you begin to realize what the nature of the group is, where you really begin to feel what's happening. All right. Interesting. Look at that. Would you look at that? I can't see. I'm like blinded by the light. I need my glasses, I guess. I can't see. When you post things, Andrew, the only thing is it's small to me. I believe that's a Bitcoin perp chart, right? Sell side liquidity. Yeah, we've entered the supply demand zone, right? So we will see. And we have amazing traders in the group. Shout out to Andrew, Simone. We love you, Andrew. You're the man, dude. I tried to transfer 1 ETH and it went back into a Coinbase wallet. Nowhere near the address I used. Not my first rodeo, so beware. I tried to transfer 1 ETH and it went back into a coin board. You got to explain a little more what's happening, because I don't want to spread FUD here. You got to explain what's going on there. Shout out to the Blue Crew, Jamie, Lakochi Coker, CNC Ireland, everybody here that shows up, David Kendall. Shout out to the $5 super chat from my man Jason Ferriani. I see you, Ferriani. I see you. Thank you for riding with the lifers every single day. We're here. 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. We're just getting started with the Bitcoin update. So, talked about how we nailed the short, okay? Not even nailed it, just gave us both the ideas of how to play it. And I said, I had no idea where Bitcoin's going to go. I said, take out an insurance short. Remember that? Why did I say that? Because I don't know where Bitcoin's going. See? If you knew where Bitcoin's going, you'd be 100%. And you're not. So you have to just come to terms that you don't know where it's going. Everyone says, no, I'm a great trader. I hit it again. No, you didn't. You had the probabilities, and the probabilities just happened to go in your favor that time. It may not have gone in your favor the other time, and can you handle the ups and downs? If you get so into your wins, then you get to go down on your losses too as well. You want to just look at it like a flat sheet, just like a car going down the road. Like I hit a long, I hit a short. Next trade, let's move on. It is what it is. You know what I mean? If you can. I know it's not easy, right? It takes years of practice to really get into that zone, in my humble opinion. It takes years. It took me a long time, and I'm still, every once in a while, can fall into a trap. Always must be diligent against the emotions. Always diligent against the emotions. So we're going to slap on, we're on the 7-minute time frame, and we're just going to look at some liquidation levels too. I just want to see what's going on here with the liquidation levels. We're about to see a bunch of messy stuff on the screen. Take a deep breath. It's going to be okay. You'll be all right. But we're going to watch all the liquidation levels here for Bitcoin. Show me the sign. Bam. All right. So it's a great indicator showing us who's long and who's short, right? And so we're pretty evenly stacked here, as you can see. All right. And we got 100x leverage, 50x, and 25x. 100x, 50x, 25x. We got a lot of 100x up here. We got a lot of 50x up in the game. Pretty well balanced, though. If you look at the liquidity zones, we shrink it down, zoom out. You always want to zoom out when you're looking at this stuff. If you can even crunch it. I mean, you see a little more down here than up here. It's a little more consolidated when I really, really have to make a call on it. I believe we go down to this 15,600 area and get that demand filled, but you never know. I used the wrong word. Never use these 3 words. I believe, I feel, and I think. Those 3 words were getting you in trouble. The second you identify yourself using that word. Another word you don't want to use is I try. Yeah, I try to do that. I'll try to get you that. Don't ever tell me you're going to try to. If you work for me and you're like, I'm going to try to do it, I'm going to look at you so funny in the face and I'm going to be like, are you going to do it? Or are you going to try to do it? And people will look at me interesting, but language is so key. They have the average person using a language that is hurtful to the event, to the progressive nature at to the end result. It's hurtful to the end result. And what I mean by that is it allows people to make excuses inside of their language. And I was doing this. I was the first perpetrator of this. I was doing this all the time. I was using a language that was allowing me to make excuses for myself. And it was detrimental to my progression. Okay? And one of the words I would use a lot was try. Yeah, I'm going to try to get, I've been trying to really work on my abs lately. I've been trying to work out every day and make sure I hit it. Been really trying to do the right thing. No, I am working out every day. I am setting my alarm. I am doing these things. I will. Speak in affirmation, and then you will manifest it. If you speak in lack, right? I want to have a girlfriend. That means you don't have a girlfriend. That means you're telling the universe you don't have. That means you're going to say, I want more of what I don't have. Can I bring more lack? I desire to manifest a woman in my life. That is the proper language. I desire to manifest. I would like to obtain. I am going to. I will do these things. Because are you going to do them or not? I am going to get it done. Done. Period. I am going to move forward in life. I am going, I will, I can, I am affirmation, working out, drinking water, staying away from alcohol. Alcohol is a depressant. Every morning you wake up after a night of drinking, it's going to be harder to get yourself to the next level. It's going to be harder to push yourself to a higher limit, a higher frequency. It lowers your frequency more than almost anything out there, and it's so prevalent, and I believe that's why. They don't want people having a high frequency. They don't want people kind of soaring. You watched the football game yesterday. How many Bud Light commercials did they run through? How many alcohol commercials did they push? And now they got these little drinks, right? These little cool little spritzers, or they look like salsa water now. So the kids now, it's harder to see the difference between a fun drink and an alcoholic drink. See what they're doing? When we were kids, they didn't have that. Now it's all these spritzers, and they look just like an energy drink. They look the same. I could see a kid grab one by accident. Next thing you know, get a little bit of a buzz. Next thing you know what I'm saying? It seems to seep into society in such a way And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to say it's the worst thing in the world. Like, some people enjoy their wine with dinner. I get it. Do whatever you want to do. Thou shalt not judge. I do not care. I'm just speaking from what I see. I'm observing. It's in every event. It's constantly advertised. It's pushed on the youth. And it really has no place. It's sugar in the gas tank. Drinking water is going to be the greatest thing you can do for yourself. Hands down. As a trader, you need to stay mentally in shape. People say, this isn't a fitness channel. We want to learn about the charts. Stay on topic. I've heard that before. And I said, this is topic because your average guy on YouTube is just showing you the basics. Here's some lines. Here's some charts. It's all about mentality. Do you want to do this for a living? Do you want to be here long term? 4 or 5 years from now, do you want to be still in the game? Or do you want to be a washed up trader? Okay? And so, to me, or do you want to be in the game at anything in life? Do you want to hit the top level? Do you want to do it to a highest level that you can possible so you get the most out of it? That's the point. So when you die happy. You die saying, hey, I at least put my chips all the way in. I threw all my chips in. If you don't throw all your chips into the game, then what is it? Then really, what is it? Then what are you here for? You're always going to look back and wish you did more. Wish you went harder. Wish you pushed even more. You don't want to feel that way. You want to feel complete and whole. And so by feeling complete and whole is by going for it, baby. So need I say more on a Monday morning? I apologize. But I love you. I speak with love when I speak like this. You know, shout out to the 493 people, 180 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. I'm going to get back down into teaching and do what I do. If I do what I do, you're going to do what you do. May God bless the 180 people that did hit the like button. Thank you so much for the love. And may more people hit that like button. I'm grateful for what I do have, though. You always receive more when you're grateful for what you do have. And I'm grateful for the 180. And I'm grateful for everyone that is here on a Monday morning. A lot of people getting rocked. A lot of people leaving crypto. People don't understand the nature of cryptocurrency. They don't realize you can make money. We made 30% this weekend shorting the market. As long as there's movement, it doesn't matter. As long as, and we waited, took the shot. You know what I mean? And that's what it's about. It's about taking advantage of the market when the market gives you an advantage. And that was an advantage because we were getting tighter in the channel. So you could have put a stop loss on either end. Really, like I said, in honestly, the long short would have played out very nicely. Right? You went long here with a stop loss here. And then you kind of went short here with a stop loss here. As we fell and hit the point of control, cut off the long, maybe lose 7%, right? By the time you get here, you're at break even, and then boom, get paid. So a long short, and that's why I kept saying an insurance short isn't the worst thing in the world. And I went over it here, went over it multiple times. You can go back and watch the tape, right? And that's why it's called an insurance short, because I love the language of using an insurance short, because the language of an insurance short says to you and to the people observing you and to yourself that you don't know where price is going. You're not pompous, you know? An insurance short is being so open-minded to the public, like, hey, I don't know. So just in case, I'm going to take the short. Just like when you take insurance at blackjack table, right? You don't know, but you take the insurance, you play the odds, right? The odds were likely going to go to the downside. That's where the odds were. Symmetrical triangle. We've been trending down. We're making lower highs, looking like we're not going to make it. So this is what we're seeing. And so you play the odds. And that's what that's what we did. All right. Shout out to everybody here. 241 likes. Thank you so much for the love. I greatly appreciate it. Hitting that like button really extends your karmatic nature into my life, because you're like, hey, you're sending that love right into me, and I'm sending that love right back into the universe. So thank you for the love. I appreciate it. Any energy you can feed me, I feed off of, right? I work every single day, 7 days a week. To do that, I need as much energy from you as I can. I need as much support from you as I can. It is not easy to show up every single day, but when I know you're here waiting for me, when I know you're here hitting that like, when I know you guys are going to blast off, then it makes it easy for me to show up every single day. You know what I mean? So may God bless each and every one of you beautiful souls that holds me down. So look, we're looking at Bitcoin now, and it broke out of the symmetrical triangle to the upside and made a bit of a flag here on the 7-minute time frame. Can it break out of the flag is the question. Let's look at our oscillators. We want to point up on the stochastics RSI. They do want to make a bit of a move when we're in a flag, and we're holding, look, resistance. We did break above this diagonal resistance level here, okay? So, can we get a move? Let's take a look at Le Book Map. And we're going to jump on into Bookmap. You know what's interesting? I just thought of something that I could do. Hold up. I just realized, like, I'll just make it I could put a button on it. You know what I mean? And it could be as simple as that, you know? So let's take a look at Bookmap here and see what's happening, and I can just have it running at all times. So, because I like Bookmap to be clean, you know what I mean? Completely clean. One thing I will take off is, well, that's interesting. I could do that too. That's kind of fire. Anyway, sorry. So we're looking at Bookmap here, and 16,150. We got more orders down here at 16,750, 15,005, and some at 16,005, but it's pretty flat. And it is Monday. Not trying to reveal a lot. People aren't kind of aping on in right now. We're kind of watching the market slowly. And that's going to lead me to jump into ES1 to the dollar index and see what's happening. So Bookmap kind of, flatter. You have to say there's more liquidity at 15,008 than there is up. It's pretty balanced though. But you do have to say there's just a little more liquidity at 15,008. But it's balanced right now and pretty flat for Bookmap. Pretty cool. Thank you so much for the $4.99, Bruce Wanley. And watch the balls go into the jar. Boom. Oh, one popped out. I've never seen that. One popped right out. Pop. He popped my ball out. He popped my ball out. It's not right. It's not right. I'm sorry. It's not right. I'm still a kid. I'm still a little kid sometimes. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. No, it's not right. We got to get serious. So it's Monday morning though. Okay? And you got to have fun. So here's a flag on the 7-minute. We got to get above the 200 simple moving average. That's something that I'm looking at that I would like to achieve, right? And Bookmap suggests that, we could or couldn't. Not really, corroborating the story. MACD suggests a lack of bearish momentum. Could get a bit of a move here. And even the RSI is in a flag, and we're pointing up on the stochastics. So we shall see. This is a hidden bearish divergence, kind of right here, slightly. Because this, swings flat. Could almost call it like a hidden, slight hidden. This swings to the upside. It's like a hidden bearish. Slight hidden bearish. Class C, very, 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 very slim, but could be considered that. Does anyone agree with me there? Slight move there. Okay, also we got some insane news here. If you're following Twitter, Twitter's been out of control. BitBoy's trending again, 55,000 tweets and climbing. And today hit 1 million tweets. Shout out to Ben Armstrong hitting 1 million followers on Twitter. 1 million tweets, 1 million followers. Pretty huge. It's big for the space. Just to see someone that came from the depths of crypto to hit that, and it tells us, there's more. It's paving the way. He could have 4 or 5 million. Years from now, I'll have 1 million. You know what I mean? It's just but you got to put in the work. You got to pay your dues. It doesn't happen overnight at all. Now him and Kevin O'Leary going at it. He's making amazing content. He's really being there for the people, and adding a bit of spice to the tune. This dude doxed him, apparently, his house address, which is kind of crazy. But you can read all this crazy stuff here on the feed. But BitBoy is trending hard right now. This is big news. You'd probably want to jump in and see what's going on. But shout out to Ben and his family, too. And may God bless you and yours, man. And may everyone keep you all safe throughout this insane venture that's going on and what's happening. Decentral Miami is coming up. Decentral Miami. You can even just Google it. But it's a big deal. Decentral Miami Conference. I hope to see you there. Who's coming to Decentral Miami? The largest Web3 conference returns to Miami the 28th to the 29th. Then we also have the Women's Web3 from the 30th to the 31st. It's going to be a great 4 days in Miami. I'm going to be there. A lot of other people are going to be there in the space. I've heard of some other, big names. I can't reveal yet, but some even big names in comedy. All right? And some big parties and some events that you will not believe. So it's going to be crazy. The largest Web3 conference returns to Miami. Decentral Miami, baby. All right? Get ready. It's going to be insane. All right? Featuring some amazing speakers. Even Timberland. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Wendy O banging on them. Right? We're going to see some major David Schwartz hitting them. And I should have been on the panel, but it'll be next year. No, but amazing. Amazing. I'm excited to see what goes on. I'm excited to be a part of the movement. So get your tickets today. We bring all of Web3 together at the James L. Knight Arena or festival area. It's going to be amazing. Decentral Miami. I'm excited. I will be there. So show up to Miami if you can. It's going to be amazing. And remember, we got Bitcoin Miami in May too. We got so much happening in the next year as far as events go for cryptocurrency. It's going to be crazy. So look, the 7-minute time frame here can break to the upside. It's in a bit of a flag. I see kind of a shoulder ahead and a possible right shoulder. When I deep dive in there, you see that? A little bit of life revision. And let's just see if this flag can break to the upside. It's going to give us about, aggressive entry would be now to try to scalp that flag. It is Monday, False Move Monday. I'd be very, very careful. Okay. I'd like to talk about macro events too. I'd like to talk about some other bigger ideas too. So let's break out. Right now we're watching this flag on the 7-minute. Next hour to 2 hours, this is going to complete less than that. And I would like to see a breakout. We could just end up making the M. And that's going to tell us that we're likely to continue to dump to the downside. So we will watch this closely. To me, it was a breakout of this symmetrical triangle. And we'll go from there. All right. We got to get back above this high volume node and come up to here to ping through this low volume area. So that's what we're trying to get to. If we can get above this area, we can jettison on our way through the low liquidity zone and back to this high volume node. So high volume area. So we'll see. That's what I'm going to watch right now. And that's, right now, that's kind of what we're seeing. And we're out of resistance. Heavy resistance for Bitcoin at $16,222. We got to get back above 16,002 to remain bullish. So if Bitcoin doesn't close a candle in the 4-hour time frame, the daily tonight above 16,002, it's likely to be a nice short to the downside to continue. Okay. What is this strange pattern here? This is when you leave, but you come back inside of a falling wedge. I've never seen anyone draw it or talk about it. It's my own little creation, but I've been following it and backtesting it. And if you watch my live stream, it's happened many times. So the idea that this is a falling wedge that did break up, and it has a bigger measured move somewhere to about the $17,000 area. Again, that's going to be huge resistance now, as we could not get above any of these areas. And that's what challenged this short to the downside. So, okay. There you have it. Let's jump on into the DXY, which has lost major areas of support, broke the parabola for sure. And I just don't see it jettisoning back up above 114, 113, right? I believe it was used as basically a safe haven asset for so long. People are going back into gold a little bit. We're going to take a look at that. Gold getting a little more bullish coverage than it used to with the bearishness of Bitcoin. Bitcoin really stole gold's thunder. Now people are wondering, well, maybe I should have gotten more gold. I'm always still a firm believer. I was a gold bug for 10 years, everyone. So I got all the gold. I traded gold. Gold was my life. Just like you may look at the price of Bitcoin when you wake up and go to sleep. I was waking up and looking at the price of gold every single day for a long time. Before Bitcoin was in my life, I was a gold bug. Gold was the same thing, it was the only thing that I really knew. And so, it's interesting how my life just kind of, and I was trading 3L and 3S gold. I would call them 3L and 3S tokens, but it was the ETFs, JNUG and JDST. They're 2X. They aren't 3X. They downgraded them somewhere after 2020 and the market crashes. They started to downgrade the gold ETFs, of course, right? When they thought they may be more prevalent. So interesting. So anyway, here is an ascending triangle. We break out, looking for that move back to the upside in the pump. If it's going to, we don't want to see that. 4-hour right now is showing signs of a resistance right here where that previous candle bounced and we're at a resistance. So can we get that SR flip the other way? Rounded bottoms, could we, we could make a cup and handle here. We shall see. Right now, the 4-hour time frame isn't in the best place. It could pump one more time, but eventually you'd like to see some type of downside here. So 4-hour time frame showing signs of a move to the downside, getting extended, but I've seen pumps from here too. So, but it just, in general, probability-wise, getting, to the lower area, to the higher areas, extended. 107.769 now, 107.69, 107, there's the 77s. So what we don't want to see is we don't want to see this breach back inside of this falling wedge that I got drawn here. See that? Can even move it up a little bit. Bounce, bounce, bounce. We don't want to get back inside this pattern, at least. And we don't want to get back above this resistance at 107.89, and we don't want to get back in here at 107.79. So we're going to watch the dollar closely. But what I like to see right now is, the idea that we're in this channel. And it's looking like we may move back to the downside out of this channel. So seeing some resistance for the dollar. Looks like a broadening wedge, though, which can be a bullish pattern. So right now I see a pullback for the dollar on the 4-hour time frame. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour took a dump, not bad though. See, this is how I trade. I watch the momentum on the stochastics RSI, and when it gives me a dump, but price action doesn't give me, go sideways, it's like, it's a bullish sign. So this tells me that we may have some trouble in Bitcoin land, and we may get a reversal in the dollar even later on by this afternoon. Back to 108, so this is something we have to watch now. Have to watch it. Okay. We'd like to see this make some type of M pattern and dump to the downside. If it breaks above here and retests, that's going to be trouble for Bitcoin. That move up is going to be a move down for BTC. So we're going to watch this closely, but that's, that's unexpected for me. I didn't think we were going to see something like that. Dollar index looked a little better this morning in terms of, for Bitcoin. Let's take a look at ES1, the S&P futures, which had a bullish feel, but got a major sell-off out of nowhere. See, look at that. Was moving up today, was in this kind of channel, and then there's a bearish engulfing candle, just complete massive sell right here, and this is about to turn down. And a rejection at about 39.64 with a wick to 39.70. The 1 hour time frame about to take a turn here, and that's kind of showing you that the dollar may get a bit of a boost. So the S&P struggling here. Back inside the pattern, technically, we open it up like so. Coming back down to the bottom of the pattern. Or possibly retesting resistance, retesting this diagonal trend line. Been seeing a lot of that lately. Diagonal trend retesting, Gann fan type of behavior, right? So look, resistance. We zoom out to that local point of control. Kind of this whole area is a high volume node. Shoulder, head, right shoulder, extension. The bigger pattern is a shoulder inverted. It's interesting. Let's take a look at our daily for the S&P. It's riding a little high and says it could definitely take a move to the downside. It's in a flag, though. It's been flagging out. But this is a rising wedge. Rising wedges do break down 68% of the time, and you're getting into these overbought regions. You'd have to get a huge bump. So the S&P really needs to make a candle close on the daily above 4,100 to remain bullish. If it doesn't, could be a higher low M, a higher high M pattern, and this could break all the way back down to this point of control at 3,700. That would also spell trouble for Bitcoin. They've been, even though they're not even correlated now, it just, if the market tanks, the market, all markets could tank. So it just showing you some weakness in the S&P on the daily time frame. And the bigger idea is this is the monthly chart. And the monthly chart, so even if we dump back down, monthly chart suggesting possibly 36, and maybe we continue. So it's interesting. The monthly saying if you're ready to hold for the next, and again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. But what the monthly chart is saying is if you're ready to hold for 4 years, these are some of the greatest prices to begin to DCAing into all stocks in the S&P, tech stocks and stuff of that nature, Tesla. And so interesting. And again, you got to contra trade the herd, right? You got to trade against the herd if you really want to get results that the herd doesn't have. You want to live in a house that most people don't. You want to live in the neighborhood most people don't. You want to travel more places. You want to see more things. You got to live a different life than most people, right? You don't want to live. And to do that, you got to make some decisions and do some things differently. That's just how it is, right? You even see, look, a little bit of hidden bullish divergence on the monthly chart here for the S&P. So some zoom out ideas just to calm you down. But right now, locally, really want to see if this 4 hour can it's just not looking too healthy right now, S&P. But anything is possible. And that's why, we got to get a candle close above here. We got to get a move back to the top of the pattern. Even if we do, we get into pattern trading this inside and out. So I'm just also want to clear my head here and look at S&P one last time and just give my direct feel for it. What do the charts convey to me, the most? I mean, right now that 1 hour is bearish and dumping. It would be interesting to see if we can bounce off of this or if we move through it. Back down somewhere to here. It's looking like it may set up for a retest, but only time will tell. The 7 and the 15 would be oversold for that area, and they're getting there. And see how interesting this is, how it tests these diagonal regions. What a fine line it has, too. But you're either in the pattern or you're not. That's the fact of the matter, So seeing some indecision in the market. And false move Monday. Monday is technically a false day, man. Be careful of Mondays. Look, they started with a pump. False move. Right to the downside. So just be careful. At the end of the day, it's like it is a complex head and shoulder. Like you have this shoulder, this head, possibly two right shoulders. If you drew your neckline, you'd say, well, this can drop, somewhere down to about 3,900. So the S&P also lower than that, the high volume nodes and the point of controls. So struggling. Let's see if the smaller time frames can get us up, and how high they can is the question. I mean, the 4 hours rounding on you. The daily doesn't look too good either. So you are on a flag, and you have the shoulder invert. You have slight inverted head and shoulder on the bigger time frame, but I'm seeing chop on a Monday. Not giving me a lot of clarity for Bitcoin. At the end of the day, it's showing more signs of bearishness than bullishness by probability. This is starting to show signs of strength here on the 1 hour, like we may get a move to the upside. We just got to get through the next 2 hours of the 7 and the 15 and see where Bitcoin lies. But this is showing signs that the short may continue. Okay? That flag breaks out on the DXY, then this is going to drop out of this and fall to the downside. All right? So I'm going to look at a clean chart, and I'm going to just refresh my Bitcoin idea here and see what I see. I take off my moving averages, and I just look at price action. Go to my daily. And I'm just looking for signs. So we know we have major resistance now at 18,500. We know that for sure. We have major resistance now at 17K. Like that's going to be a problem. It's been a problem now. And if we had to place this, it's like a bear flag. You can put it in that, or you connect this and you're just like, it's ugly. It's an ugly pattern on the daily. With a measured move to about 13,009, 13,800. On, 13,796 on the button. Okay, so that's what you're looking at. You're looking at the other way, continuation pattern. I mean, likely to continue down to the downside. So the probability is down. It is what it is. That's just the facts. People don't like it, but it is what it is. I feel like this broke, like that trend line broke. And it was like this. You attempt to include this, okay. I still want to almost put that in there and just keep them both. And this is why my stuff gets a little complex, because I like to have more than one idea. It's like a chess game with a few ways out of the play. So now when we look at this closer, okay, and then we got resistance, 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 okay. So your high range area is 25, or this high range even is 21,005, and you're at the low range at 15,000. You bounce off what, 15,425? Okay. So you're thinking, well, if this is the pattern, we would move back up to the bottom. Even if we were to head lower, right? We would do something like this and begin to make a bigger wedge and look for some large divergence. I still can't believe the weekly divergence didn't play out. I'm like, that to me shocked me. Just highly unlikely. Still technically is a bullish divergence on the weekly now. See? You still have a bullish divergence on the weekly, which does tell us that there's going to be a bottom soon if it can, and we could even, it could go almost all the way to somewhere there, but that's still a bullish divergence on the weekly, which is very interesting. Still gives me a little bit of hope, but, craziness that we have made such a nasty bearish engulfer. Craziness. Bitcoin. But that's why, I put my qualms aside and I short the market. And, you take the adrenaline rush of the gains that you make and you move on. And you take it one day at a time, right? Gains always make you feel, for me, they make you feel a little bit better, So, to patch up my wounds, I go for the gains, Just for the overall space, like the overall idea. I love the space. I don't like seeing the space struggle, Especially at the hands of bad actors and fraudsters and just a lot of nonsense. It's just unfair. You have a lot of good people in crypto that have nothing to do with that nonsense. Like, I sit here and I teach every single day and I do my education and, and then you have people doing this other nonsense. It's just really sad. It's really sad. So even this, this looks like you're gonna, and this is what we're looking at on my, on the smaller end. So yeah, this is a micro version of this. You see, and so we get 13.82 on the clean side. So this is more bearish than bullish for sure. And then you have clear resistance now at 16,200. You can't get back above there. Expect more downside. Continue to short the market. And that short up at 17 is just continuing to boom. All right. Okay. And shout out to Miss Teen Crypto. I'm going to jump on her channel on Friday, November 25th at 4 p.m. If that is possible, I believe it is. Friday, November 25th at 4 p.m. I'll jump on Miss Teen Crypto. We'll talk about Thanksgiving. Talk about giving thanks. Talk about life. Go over the charts. Have some fun. And check it out. All right. So, yeah, Bitcoin not looking good right now on the 1 hour time frame. Likely a short. Let's take a look at how to make some money with the moves. And so I like to look at the king of all them, the Bitcoin short, and then I like to trade altcoins on that Bitcoin short. So look, the pattern that we just saw, if we go back to Bitcoin and you flip Bitcoin upside down, I'm going to teach you something cool. I'm going to teach you something real cool, baby. Check it out. So we're looking at BTC, right? And we're looking at this pattern. First, we're watching that flag on the 7, which could pump, right? Also, it looks like it could be setting up for a head and shoulder pattern too. Something like that. Just putting it out there. So what I'm showing you now is, back to this one. If you go to the USD here on Coinbase. So this pattern here, right? That's starting to show signs, even if we come up and down, showing signs of bearishness on the 1 hour time frame. If we flip this upside down, then you're looking at this, basically that's the short. So if we flip back to the short, they should look almost pretty identical. And they do, right? And if this is green, then that turns red, right? Now you're with me. You're with me now. I'm back to regular. And so when I identify a possible short, then I just play this long. And that's why I really like this idea for the beginners when they're understanding the concept of longing and shorting, because you don't have to really, you can continue to along like exactly the way you've always played along. You don't have to do anything different. It's really it's training wheels. It's the greatest way, and there's leverage involved. I mean, this is a 3S token, so you get 3 times more of the move. It's high risk though. It's on KuCoin and Mex Global. Mex Global even has 5L, 4L, and 5L too as well. And so you're looking for that falling volume, falling price. Can you get the movement to the upside? And so nothing's guaranteed. This could be lackluster and do nothing, but the idea is to be prepared. And there's 11% gains coming if Bitcoin takes a dump here. And Bitcoin's not looking strong right now. And we showed you the dollar index. And so we kind of went over the whole thing, and we can see clearly that the probabilities are in the favor that Bitcoin's going to take another bit of a slump here. And if that happens, 11% right away, right? And what follows Bitcoin 3S is Matic 3S, DOT 3S, Mana 3S, all the big boys. So you can go look back at Matic. We've been trading Matic 3S. All right. So I'm giving away my special sauce. And I teach a class on this. It's like inverse profits. I'm actually going to put it together today. I'm going to be working on that today. And I'm excited to do that. I'm going to get it done today. I'm going to get done inverse profits today. All right. I'm excited to work on that. So look, this is what we're looking at. It's a symmetrical triangle yet again. It could go either way. Granted, with a 15-minute, we have to wait that out. But right now, the 1 hour time frame is suggesting a move to the upside. It's oversold. You're getting, you get some falling, So if Bitcoin takes a tumble, this Matic 3S will pump a beautiful 22% gain. And so that's how I stay ready for the market in case the market, and that's, people do other things. People trade leverage and they short Bitcoin, right? And you can do whatever makes you happy personally. And you don't have to criticize anyone else's trading behavior or trading style, really. Like if, mine is more conservative than most, but I want to be in the game long term, and I'm not here to just I'm not here to go up and down leverage trading left and right. I like to make a calculated move based on what I see in the dollar index, based on what I see on the entire market and everything else. And what that's going to lead us to now is the total market cap of cryptocurrency, right? So we're going to look at total, which is the entire market cap of all of crypto. And we talked about having to get back above $800 billion and how crucial and big that was. Really was a really, really big deal that we could get back above that zone. Okay? We're attempting to recover here with this rounded bottom. All right? 4 hour time frame saying, hey, can we get a smooth move back to the upside? We could. But I was like, wow, we really wanted to get back above that $800 billion region, right? And we showed how crucial that was, and we couldn't. 793, and then we slumped to the downside. We could not. The idea is to maybe change this into a bit of a falling wedge type of thing, but it's to me, it broke the pattern. You really want to be, I do like to be open-minded and change things, but once you break a pattern, you break a pattern. Okay, and now the pattern is broken. We need to rebuild, right? We need to kind of build more market structure. A V-shaped recovery would be amazing. Does the 4 hour, do we get bought all the way bought back up? Anything is possible. This 4 hour time frame is looking somewhat bullish, okay? But the 1 hour looks absolutely horrible, okay? And so we're gonna have to get through this 1 hour. And if we go sideways, that will be a blessing. The best case scenario is sideways for Bitcoin. But there's a flag here that could definitely dump to the downside. And so looking at this very closely, man, $741 billion. So we're looking for a bit of a move to the downside here for Bitcoin. If you like what you're seeing, join the class. I teach class every single Tuesday, okay? And it is from 3 to 5, 3 to 5:30, okay? I won't be able to teach class next Tuesday because I will be in Miami, all right, at these events, and I think that, but I will teach the following, and I will teach it tomorrow, all right, I believe, yeah. I always have to make sure, So classes from 3 to 5:30 every single week, every single Tuesday, and I go over just my trading style, and I show you exactly what I know, and I break down all the indicators that I use, VRVP, how to short and long the market. I kind of touch on that. That's something you would have to learn in my trading group, but I have awesome tutorials. Also, if you're just not sure about jumping into the class, The cool thing you can do is you can join my server. It says join the trading group right now. And I have a free server right here. That's completely free. You can see the gains, you can read the testimonials, and you can have access to the free guides. Most people would charge you $300 to $500 for these free guides. They're really going to get you set up, show you what we do here in the trading school, and show you my teaching style. And I think you would really appreciate these free guides, and they would really they would change the way you look at things. So jump on in today and at least just get the free information. And then if you like that, you can come on into the server. For $3 a day, that'll blow your mind. I'll work so hard, 7 days a week. I won't take my foot off the gas pedal. And just like we found gains yesterday in the last 2 days, even though the market dumped, we found gains in Matic 3S. Other people traded other shorts. You'll get other ideas, tips, and tricks from other people in the trading group, and it'll blow your mind. You'll be part of an amazing community. So either join the class, join the trading group, or get into the free content. I have something for you no matter what you want to do. And again, I give you value before you even think about presenting value to me. I give you as much free value as I can every single day. And it's up to you to decide whether you want to continue with that with more value. It's completely up to you. And I believe that's how every business should be run. That person should be able to give you free value. You should walk outside of a restaurant. They should be like, here, take a piece of this chicken palm first. You should take a few bites, sip of water. Be like, you know what? That's really good. I'm going to come in and spend some money now. I want to give you a sample of what it tastes like to be a lifer before you even think about jumping on into the trading group. And that is the greatest way to run a business, to start a business, any business. And the only way to do that is to be consistent, to show up every single day. And eventually people just won't be able to say anything. You'll be like, why would you not want to be in business with a man that loves his business to the end of time and puts all his heart and soul into it? I love when I see a business owner that loves their business. You can see it. You can see the attention to detail. You ever go to a restaurant and the bathroom is immaculate? They put extra money into the bathroom. The owner, whoever it is like, then you go to another place and like the bathroom is just, and I look at things like that, and you're like, all right, these people care. These people aren't going to make you, these people are going to make sure this is top notch, So look, the total market cap also looks like we could drop to about $740 billion. And we're losing crucial levels, double topping here at $761 billion. Not a good sign. So also the total market cap. And where does that leave us if we hit the target? It brings us all the way back down to $663 billion. So it's going to be some tough times. Let's get our shorts on and get ready to get paid. And I'm going to continue to accumulate Bitcoin. I got my orders all the way down to 7,000. Maybe they need to be lower. Are we going to 3,200? We're going to talk about that tomorrow. That's something we're going to break down. Is 3,200 possible and on the table? Anything is. You have to be open-minded. And I know I don't want to say that, but you have to be open-minded. Anything is possible. It's, if you're open-minded to go to 100K to 200K, then you have to be open-minded about any possibility. You never know. It's highly unlikely, but you absolutely never know. And it's tough. These are tough times. These are tough topics to talk about. Not easy. Not easy at all. Shout out to the 624 people. If you're running, we used to do this funny thing. If you're jogging, some people listen to this while they're jogging. If you're jogging, flip out the phone. Stop for a second. Tilt it the other way so it's vertical. Hit that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. If you're a guy was a farmer. He used to be a farmer on our channel. He's out there. Just stop the tractor for a second. Hit the like button. We have a guy who's a mechanic. Wipe your hands of the gasoline and oil. I get it. Take your phone out. Hit that like button. Wherever you are, whoever you are in the world, thank you so much for your support and love. Please hit that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. Shout out to the $30.38 in chat revenue. You people are absolutely amazing and blessed. Thank you for every single thing you've given me in my life. May God continue to bless you as he blessed me. Amen. Thank you for this beautiful life that we all live together. 609 people watching the live stream. 390 likes. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? Thank you, baby. Let's go. Stay motivated, baby. Stay motivated. Don't let me lose you here. Don't lose me. Don't lose me, baby. Don't lose me. Okay. Okay. Also, if you want to get a Trezor, link in the description below. Telling you right now, it's the best thing you could do for yourself. Get yourself stored on the blockchain securely. Hit the link here. Right now, it's the best thing you could do for yourself. Oh, that's a good latency. That's right there. You're right with me there. But here, hit the Trezor. Hit the link to the Trezor. Get yourself a Trezor today. I absolutely love Trezor. $181. They're down now from $213. They have given us a discount. They were 213 last night. They're now 181 bucks. Jump on in today. Get that 50% off for Black Friday. Get that Trezor Touch, baby, right here. I'll give you my James Dean. Buy a Trezor, baby. Buy a Trezor. No, I don't know. I don't remember how we talk. I never really did this. Let me tell you, my name's Matthew McConaughey, and I'm telling you something. I love my Trezors. My Trezor Model T. I take it everywhere inside my Lincoln. Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. Thank you for jumping on it. My name's Peter Griffin. And when I'm doing crypto, I always like to get a Trezor Model T. Hey, Chris, go to your room before I put my foot up your... Everybody, we're going to leave Mag at the gas station. Close the door slowly. I love Crypto Lifer, and so does the whole town of Crowhog. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. May God bless you and yours. My name's Maki Wahlberg, babe. Babe, I played a cop, I played a fireman. It doesn't matter. I can do it. I can climb a wall. I can do anything. I can rappel. My name's Maki Wahlberg, and you know what? I love the Crypto Lifer. Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. I love you all. Thank you for jumping on in. But get yourself a Model T. This is the greatest way to stack your hardware wallet. Get yourself associated with Trezor. Keep yourself safe. Link in the description below. I do get a cool little affiliation commission from that, but I believe it's the greatest thing to affiliate myself with. Get yourself a hardware wallet today. Stay secure. Don't give that seed phrase to anyone. Don't write it down. Don't write it down on a digital source. Don't put it on your computer. Don't have it on a thumb drive. Be careful. Okay? Iron and steel. And then, give it to a bird and have a bird fly to a net. No. Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate you all. I also want to talk about the Twitter here, the Twitter feed. What do you guys know about the World Cup? I mean, it's the biggest event in the world, right? So, World Cup. I mean, who do you want to win, you know? And what are you doing? Is anyone following the World Cup? Got any tips on how teams or who's going to win? I like, of course, USA and Ireland because I'm Irish. So those are my teams I'm going to go for, right? Dude, BitBoy just continuing to trend. Just ripping through Twitter. Unbelievable. Yahoo Finance jumping on in. It's getting hot and heavy. It's getting hot and heavy. What are the super chats? Let's take a look at the super chat today. What are y'all talking about on the super chats? So total market cap kind of dumping. And so my play is Matic short that can continue to the upside. So it's looking like it's likely a 22% gain for Matic to the upside. That's the most likely scenario. The Matic short 22% gain that for me. But anything is possible. The 4-hour doesn't look too bad for Bitcoin. We could get a move back up. We could be recovering. We shall see. We could go sideways. Anything is possible. Want to see what happens when this 1 hour resets and when the stochastics eventually kind of give it back. We want to see where the momentum of the trade is. If we're sideways here, that would be amazing. Or we'd back down here, right? So most likely we take a dump, in my humble opinion. But anything is possible. 16,100 holding 16K. Back in the zone. Let's take a look at the BTC pairs. Good thing to take advantage of the market are the BTC pairs. When the market is tough, you want to look for BTC pairs. So let's take a look here. Edgeware up 26%. Chi, an oldie but goodie. Interesting. Up an amazing 16% on Bitcoin. PDEX, Veed, Xcur, Band Protocol. And you can see what, these are just flux too. These coins are just up a little bit more against Bitcoin. People aren't dumping them as hard as they're dumping Bitcoin. Covesting. Interesting. Let's see on the USD if there's anything kind of bumping up. Edgeware again was up huge today. Cole, which is Collect, this thing continues to pump. We traded this on and off before. Cole getting a huge move. Look at that, out of the falling wedge, and there's some bullish divergence there too, probably on the daily time frame. And that thing was gone, baby, gone. Hard to tell. I mean, this Phoenix DAO is another one of my favorite coins, man. And everyone talking about RLC today. I put it out here earlier. It got stopped out with that massive Bitcoin dump, right? But this thing recovered back to the upside and is flowing. This thing's showing signs of strength, keeping the higher highs that it had and the higher lows compared to, when Bitcoin took it to the downside. Huobi token getting a bit of a pump. So you're seeing the market getting a bit of a pump here. Some of these altcoins getting a bit of a pump. Not a lot, but some greenage on KuCoin and the like. And these are all on KuCoin. Ori was a hot coin yesterday. But to be honest, the whole market just needs to kind of recover. It's all about the short, see? Everything with the short tokens is beautiful. And look, we made a short token list so you can just look at all the shorts and all the longs. Here's KuCoin short tokens. And I got all the shorts together. It's a short bull run, baby. You know? The daily actually still has some room to go on a lot of these. Little high there on Atom. 4 hours spent. Tells me that if we get a move, it's a 1 hour scalp, and that's it. So we're watching, basically, you're watching this flag on almost every single short. See, it's basically, it's the same idea. That's why you look at Bitcoin and then you just play a short, and it's kind of simple. I hope this simplifies things if you're a beginner. Who just learned this? Who has no idea what a 3S token is and just learned this today? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate you for being here. I tried to transfer 1 ETH into a Coinbase wallet. Nowhere near the address I use. Not my first rodeo, so beware. I'm so confused about what he means by that. In truck school, 2 weeks left. Still repaying and going live with you when I can. Thanks, Lifer. I'm slow but learning. Shout out to Nate LA. In truck school, 2 weeks. 2 weeks left still remaining. In truck school, 2 weeks left still remaining. And going live with you when I can. Amazing. May God bless you and yours. Learned it last week. Love me a good token, right? 38K subs in a bit. Let's go, baby. Shout out to Lakochi Coker, my man in the game. Thank you for the love. Appreciate you. RLC BTC. Is the cold wallet LEPAL safe? I've never used it, so I don't know. I'm all about the Trezor, man. And I'm not even doing that because I affiliated. I've had Trezors for 4 years now. I've been using Trezor for 4 years of my life. So far, I've never had an issue. Knock on wood. So far, so good. Never had an issue. But, we will see. Only time will tell. Okay? Trust Wallet and Exodus in Coinbase wallets are great, too. I have used Exodus on your computer, though. Be careful. Currently doing an oil change on a Maserati. Lifer is watching me. That's so cool, man. Beautiful Maseratis. Super chats. Thoughts on the CLV market cap circulating supply. Adam Monthly. Good long-term buy zone for Metis DAO. Is it a good time to buy Algo, TWT, and Band? Honestly, the market could slump another big loss, right? Let's watch this 1 hour. This looks like the shorts are about to pay off nicely. All the shorts look really, really good in these flags. So I would watch every short right now. I'd be very careful with the longs. No real reason. I don't see any real reason yet to cancel the shorts out. Shorts still in momentum. Short still in the move. Shout out to all the new crypto lifers. I'm seeing the group grow despite we get a pounding, the group grows. You know why? Because people lose money and then they look at the market and they start watching and they're like, man, I just lost thousands of dollars. And they see us make money or at least not lose money or figure out where the market's going to go and maintain, and they're like, you know what? I want that. I want that mental clarity. I want that feeling of goodness. I want to be in a group that loves me. We create love here. You join our group, you may get more love than you've gotten anywhere in your life. Like some people say, man, I get more love here than my family gave me. Like some people break down and send me messages like they say like, I've never experienced the type of love that I get in the trading group. And it seems digital, but we are a real family of people. Some people are like, oh, you're a cult. It's not, to me, that's just a hater. You know what I mean? I just provide more. You know why? Because I was down and out. I was depressed. I went through a real tough time in life to get where I'm at. And when I wake up every day and I'm in a good mood and I'm able to move and I'm able to be happy, I'm able to beat through the depression that really, really, it was like being sick. Being depressed is like being sick. It's like having a broken leg. It's literally a handicap. It's not fun. And I was in that zone for so long and I got caught in there and it was hard for me to get out of my own way. And man, I'm so happy to be free. And I want others to be free. And if crypto was my way, then it's just like that's how I teach and that's what I talk about, right? If trading gets you disciplined, gets you to stay focused, and gets you to kind of really start doing the things that help you become successful in anything in life, then it did you a service. Trading did me a service, just like going into the Army or the Marines. Like I joined a trading group and it was like boot camp. It was time to get serious. It was time to clean up. it was time to go after what I really wanted to go after in life. You know what I mean? Enough of stop playing games. It was time to be a real person. And I was around a bunch of people I had to answer to. Or I could leave the trading group and go back to my nothing life, at the time, because I was pretty depressed. Or I could stick with the crypto and begin to build with people that wanted to build with me. And that's what I did. And I changed my life forever. And I believe anybody can. And so that's why I do what I do. And that's why I'm here every single day, because I owe it back to God, because I was able to achieve what I love and find amazing things in life. And I believe anyone can. And so that's just kind of how I look at it. Okay. So the shorts are in control right now, all in a flag on the 1 hour time frame. Almost every single short. Let's see the 1 hour play out, And after this pump, that might be it. It might be time to take some profits and time to flip long again. We will see. Even the Doge short looks pretty good. So we're seeing shorts across the market, and they're all in a flag. So you tell me, and anything is possible. They could all dump to the downside and never go anywhere. I've seen it happen. I've seen both things happen, but the probability right now is likely for a move back to the upside with the stochastic. And that's what we're looking at. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. 24% gains, about between 18 and 24 to 28 on most of the shorts. And that's what we're looking for, right? The Doge short looks pretty good to me too as well. So I'm short the market today. You can tell. Right? It's obvious. I don't say anything. I just go over the charts and look at what I see, right? And the charts kind of tell you what I'm seeing. A lot of people say, I think we're going there. I don't say any of that. I just show you the charts. The charts tell you what's likely going to happen. It is what it is. Okay? Boom, boom, boom. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Why are we dropping numbers today? What happened to the live? We were at 600 strong, 700 strong. We dropped down to 500 people on a Monday. Trying to see what's happening. Is there some news that I don't know about? Is something going on? Right? So look, the Doge short starting to play out here to the upside. Seeing a bit of a movement here on the short for Doge. So Axie short. A lot of these all just look like they're about to play out on the 1 hour time frame. Okay. So I just play the probability the way it's supposed to be played, and we'll go from there. So that's the total market cap. You can see that slumping now, right? And let's get back into BTC. So we have Bitcoin, the total market cap. We looked at Bitcoin on Coinbase and Binance. We gave you two different charts. Showed you all these ideas. Look at the dumpage happening now here to the downside. And there you have it. 7 minute fell out of the flag. Bart Simpson. And look, shoulder, head, and a bit of a shoulder there, see? And the flag didn't. And that's why the 7 minute, look, it confirmed the flag faster than fast. We already began to fall out of the flag. So that idea is over. And you already kind of careened down. And now you're falling to the downside. And now you're making that head possibly that we were talking about. Maybe come up one more time and begin to dump. So bearish, you're oversold in that 7 minute, but you begin to dump regardless, falling to the downside. Shorts are starting to pay out. Can you lose 16,000 if you do? The next stop is 15,663 and about 15,493. And that's the levels that we're going to look at. Shout out to all the new lifers in the house. Thank you for jumping on in and joining the trading group. I greatly appreciate that. May God bless you and yours. I will work so hard to keep you informed, to show you how to make money no matter what happens in the market, so we can kind of, begin to grow as a team. I want everyone to understand that there's money to be made every single day. You just got to get your head on right, get disciplined, and focus, and focus, and focus. Okay? All right. So really nothing much to talk about. I'm short on the 1 hour time frame until I'm not, and it could not play out. We will see. And I showed you kind of all my ideas and all the things that I'm looking at. And we looked at the time, we looked at everything. A lot of people are short right now. I wouldn't be surprised if they got squeezed just real quick. 7 minute pops back up. So watch out for the short squeeze. Bring. I like to get the people that are late, people that just jump in right now, There could be a little squeeze here first before another move to the downside. So just be careful. Always have a plan. Always know where your support and resistance levels are and use them to your advantage. Okay. BRISE, which is the BitGet coin, it's been doing pretty nice. Let's take a look at it. BitGert. Not BitGet, sorry, BitGert. It's so beat on the daily, though. I don't like to trade things that are that low, but it is super low on the daily in a wedge. Could definitely break to the upside. You're looking for the divergence. You don't see a lot of strong bullish divergence, though. Daily does want to make a move back to the upside. You're possibly in a giant double bottom for B. This is some of the highest risk plays you could make, though, in my opinion. Even if it was just above the previous high, like above this line, it would be less risky. All right, 250% gains, though. Possible double bottom for B-Rise. It's on the radar. I got some other people looking at it, too, in the trading group, so it's interesting. B-Rise. But the short tokens are looking most likely, on the smaller time frame. We'll see. Right now, dollar index can't get above the zone, but that 1 hour does want to pump on the dollar index. So, probability is short for the day. I'm going to label the day short and call it what it is. At least it's 11 o'clock now. At least till like 6 o'clock. We'll see 5, 6, 7 hours. We need some time to peel off what's happening. Okay. All right. Let's see what's going on in the news today. Just some quick ideas that are brewing. FTX owes its largest creditor $226 million. Top 50 owed a total of about $3.1 billion. A court document filed over the weekend doesn't name the creditors. FTX's largest creditors have claims ranging from hundreds of millions to tens of millions of dollars, according to the recent filing court document. The document showed that FTX's estimated 1 million creditors. Wow. The largest single claim for $226 million is the second for $203 million. The identities of these creditors are not named, but collectively they are owed approximately $3.1 billion. Wow. They engaged Sullivan and Cromwell, as well as Landis, Roth, and Cobb as bankruptcy lawyers. Yikes. My goodness. FTX owes its largest creditor. That's insanity, right? Coinbase MicroStrategy bonds tank as FTX collapse dents institutional confidence in crypto. What if MicroStrategy gets liquidated? High bond yields are reflective of sharp, higher interest rates, as well as genuine skepticism about long-term viability of crypto amongst institutional investors. Bonds issued by cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase and MicroStrategy, a business intelligence company and investor in Bitcoin, have slumped as investor confidence in the industry slid in the wake of FTX collapse. Coinbase bond due 2031 has dropped 15% this month to 50 US cents on the dollar, according to data sources FINRA, Morningstar, sending the yield, which moves in the opposite direction to price, to a record high of 13.5%. The decline comes after nearly 3 months of consolidation and marks an extension of the bearish trend seen earlier this year. The yield on the company's bond due in 2026 jumped to 17%. See, the shorter yield. People don't want to take a longer yield. They want to take a shorter yield. Same idea. So when people want to take a shorter yield, they don't have confidence in the market. See what I'm saying? They don't want to be in the market too long. And that's telling you something. Okay? That's telling you something. That's a bearish sentiment as well. UK may need digital pound. Bank of England, John Cunniff says. John Cunliffe, right? Deputy Governor at the Bank of England, says the UK may need a digital British pound as he discussed whether the collapse of the crypto exchange would influence the country's decision to issue a government-controlled digital currency. This is crazy, man. They're using this whole FTX thing to roll out a digital currency, in my humble opinion, to try to tell us that we couldn't handle cryptocurrency. This is what I believe they did. Some big entity sabotage. This is what I believe is happening. And you can tell me whatever you want. But I've always been kind of the theorist of the future. And a lot of my future theories have come true. Okay? Before the whole thing that happened, I don't even want to talk about it, but I was telling people about it before anyone really knew about it. And I was predicting, and showing people that there were going to be things happening in their life that they had no clue. That games were going to get shut down. They were going to get kicked out of stadiums. And you can ask people this. Like, I told them they were going to leave basketball games. And they looked at me like I was crazy. And a week later, they were kicked out of a basketball game halfway through the middle because of and boom. So, and there's been other things too, right? Even looking at Bitcoin when it was very, very low, $500, $600, and talking about Litecoin at $5, talking about Ethereum at $9. Someone showed me Ethereum at $9. By the time it was 89, I was like, man, this thing is gold. So what I see happening is some big entity that wants to roll out digital dollars throughout the US and the UK, around the world, decided they were going to somehow create the FTX debacle. And they wanted to prove to people that, like, the people that start these exchanges can't handle it. And they wanted to find someone that was connected, super wealthy, and had all the connections in the world, because they wanted to show us that it didn't matter who they were. This stuff is sketchy. And so it kind of like begins to see how it seems to be orchestrated. Nothing happens out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Everything's, we're in a bubble. People are controlling our little goldfish bubble. And so I believe this was definitely orchestrated. And look at that short starting to boom to the upside, as we talked about. I wouldn't be surprised if we hit our target and we make gains again and celebrate gains tonight on the channel. So shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time, baby. And that is your time. Bang. Let the shorts begin. Short an XRP, another good idea, right? Yep. And look at that 1 hour we're about to dump. I mean, look at it. At least to the bottom of the pattern, right? Look at that. And if we continue to go, I mean, that's going to be a nice short. A little high risk now at this point, but. And that's why XRP 3S, see? Which they got on KuCoin. And so that's how I do them. Nice and easy, baby. Same idea there. Either this flag, right, out of this bigger flag. I think the other shorts look better to me personally, like the Matic and whatever I posted earlier too. All right, everyone. Looks like a pretty good time. Let's jump on into the chat and see what y'all are talking about. I want to see if I missed anything. What do we got to do over here? All right, so look. Where did it go there? All right. What did he say over here? Learned it last week. Bitcoin on the verge of losing 16K, like you said. Dem gains. Yeah, short. Bitcoin dumping. Flux holding up. Yeah. Market cap is melting. Yep, we're losing that market cap. We went over that too as well. Cash should never go away. If it does, there goes your privacy. They wanted to find someone with the world's haircut. $1 billion can buy. So funny. Bullish divergence on the weekly Bitcoin RSI. Yes, we still move down. I know. Thank you for 469 live or likes today. You are the best. I know it's crazy. The likes, it's like we got a different crew in the game. You know what I mean? Still, we have 552 people, 486 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. We show up every single day without fail, no matter what. And we're going to take you to the amazing events around the world. I'm going to do live streams from Miami. We're going to teach you, we're going to show you the world. We're going to teach you about the NFT space. We're going to interview people. We're going to have an amazing time. We're going to get great content, and I can't wait. I'm excited to see what happens. Every time you venture out of your comfort zone, something happens, you know. And for me, it's a lot of traveling. I have to travel this Wednesday to a family thing, right, for Thanksgiving. Then Sunday, I come home, and then Monday morning, I got to fly out again. And, you know, so it's just it's constant. It never ends. See? So, and I'll be going back to Florida again in the end of December. So I might as well just live there at this point. If the TA was any more accurate, we would be time travelers. Shout out to my man Zeno. I appreciate you for the love. Shout out to the $500 people on the likes. Thank you so much for the love. So yeah, like, I gave away my special sauce right now for the next couple hours. I see what's happening, and we'll go from there. Really not much else to talk about. Let these shorts play out, see where they go, and then we go from there. You know? And you see what I'm saying over here? I guess I could entertain you and do my bit now. I could do like all my comedy skits and all that. No, so we got the UK digital dollar, right? We got the bonds tanking on MicroStrategy and Coinbase. It's right. And FTX owes people tons of money. I mean, those are the main big events going on. And we got Ben all over Twitter, right? I mean, this is like, right? I mean, that's basically the special sauce. And we got Decentral Miami coming up, right? XRP holders. We got something going on with XRP and the SEC. We know that's going to go back and forth. Will we get a settlement this week or the next month? Hopefully we do, but you never know. Okay. And so, I mean, that's really it. And how to make money in the market is to short. We're going to pay attention to the shorts, and it's kind of where we stand. And where I stand too as well. So, there you go. If you want to join the trading group, jump on in. I'm thinking about doing a, Black Friday thing. So we're talking about the team. So something will come out. It'll be a 1 day time only, like maybe but we'll do something for Black Friday. So get excited. You might like that. All right. The world is changing, everybody. And one thing I want to tell you, let's just have a nice, just kind of open discussion, okay? Open discussion with the lifer, okay? One thing I want to say is 2 years are going to go by faster than you realize. And I'm even speaking to myself. Time tends to drool, but eventually there's a puddle, right? And I just made that up, but it makes sense. And the idea behind this is, before we know it, it's going to be 2-3 years from now. And 1 day at a time is going to drip, drip, drip to a month. And before we know it, we're going to be in a different time, in a different space. So what you want to do is really live in the present moment. If you have kids right now, focus on them. Imagine your kid goes from a year to 3 years old, and you were so into Bitcoin and the ups and downs of the market and freaking out, you never really got a chance to pay attention to your children. You know what I mean? So I know the market's there. I know we need to focus, and I know we're all trying to learn. But have time for your family, your kids, your wife, everyone, and remember where we are in life. And take a deep breath and remember that time will go by, and we're going to be in a bull run 2 years from now. We're going to have a halving. Things are going to change, and Bitcoin will continue to move. Regardless of how they want to make everybody feel, this is good fear. This is good FUD. This is what you expect. This is what you want to see. You expect this type of fear and FUD. So, we're going to continue to show you how to make gains every single day. Come back to the channel. Have no fear. Have no doubt. Know that everything is going to be okay. And you're going to make it. Trust in yourself. Take a deep breath. If you're getting the education of trading, realize it's not going to happen overnight. And these are the best things that you can use to learn. This is the time right now to learn. This is the time to take advantage. 2 years from now, the halving will be here. Understanding how to look at coins, understanding so much knowledge every single day is coming at you. And dissect it slowly. Take it step by step. Don't get overwhelmed. Take it step by step. Dissect it slowly. And you're going to be fine. I was here. I was a lost soul jumping into crypto 4 or 5 years ago. 5 years ago now. Seems like just yesterday, right? And I'm learning about the halving and Bitcoin and all this other stuff. And now look where we're at together as a team. And I grew this channel. You helped me grow it. Anything is possible. We're on our way to 38,000 subscribers. I mean, what a blessing, right? Soon to be 40,000 subs. On our way to 50. And, my biggest dream and goal of hitting 100,000 subs, getting that plaque, baby. I dream of that plaque every day. It keeps me going. It's just that one thing, you know what I mean? It means more to me than a Lamborghini. It means more to me than anything. I want that plaque, baby. I want that plaque. So, everybody, I love you all so much. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And remember, as you're making gains on these shorts, take a deep breath, realize everything is going to be okay, and we're going to make it no matter what. We got the likes up to the watchers. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much for the love, each and every one of you. My first year started in October last year, and it's been a wild ride, not leaving. Great job, thanks. You will get there. Yeah, and how's everybody doing? I just want to talk. I want to talk to everybody. I've never really had a time to sit and talk to everybody. Who's coming to Miami? Right now, I just got the chat up. Who's coming to Miami? I'm reading the chat right now. Who is coming to Miami? Who's coming, baby? We could even just slap that chat up, right? Let's see here. Yeah. Boom. I can just put that wherever, right? Yeah, baby. Yeah. So look, yeah. A Black Sand greatest teacher. Who's coming to Miami? Me. Love and appreciate your effort. Thank you. Feeling good. Great, boys. Doing amazing, Tham. Thank you. Awesome. Shout out to Crypto 420. Shout out to Miss Jackson. Shout out to Life for Friends. Shout out to Gonzo. Shout out to XRP Aranati. Or Anahi. Yeah. I've been waiting for this bear market to get in. I love it. Not coming to Miami, but looking forward to a crypto event or a Lifer meetup to come to sometime next year. I'll have more time to travel. CNC Ireland, my man. The trading group is 24/7 Lifer in elite trade and post charts all day. Learning TA room, help you practice and begin making gains. Lifer Vision trading course is $60 when you join the trading group. Email cryptolifers@gmail. Thank you. Everyone wants to know from the charts are doing. No one ever asks how Lifer is doing. How's life treating you, bro? Thanks, man. Shout out to Blue Punk Rocker. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. I'm doing good, man. Honestly, it's been rough, right? It's not easy. You run a trading group. Crypto is your life, your forefront, everything you talk about, speak about, and it's crumbling in front of the mass media every single morning. But you know what? I have so much faith in God, and I go back to, you know what? I was where I was 5-7 years ago, right? I was doing my thing, trading markets and understanding gold and silver and beginning to invest and change my life. And then we had the pandemic in the dump in March of 2020. So many things took a turn for the worse. Like, it was tough. And God got me through some of the toughest times ever. And I believe God can get me through. These times don't even seem as bad as those, but you never know. Anything could come around the corner. So I stay strong, and I keep my faith in God that everything's going to be fine. I really do. And because the second I think things aren't going to be fine, I lost faith. You can't have faith and be worried. You can't have faith and be scared. Either you believe and you live in peace, or you don't believe and you live in fear. And so I live in love, and I know I have a loving being behind me that wants to see the greatest things happen. And so all the trials and tribulations in my life led to the greatest things that I have now. And so I'm going to stick with that. And that's my philosophy. And so as I walk today, as I go with today, and I look, I say, hey, we showed people how to short the market today. What a blessing. We taught people things they never knew. What a blessing. And we didn't tell, hey, let's long right now and get beat to the ground. Like, we went over the probabilities. We traded the market as best as possible. We even said, hey, big move is coming. I did every single thing I could. The weekend, I worked my butt off this weekend. I did the beginning stream, live streams. I did the night live streams. I made as much content as humanly possible, right? I'm putting together the best staff, and I have a good support team. I'm doing every single thing I believe I can to make it to the top and to help as many people as possible. And so a bear market is a time to build. A bear market is a time to grind. So much is going to come our way in the bull run. It's going to be out of control. And so with that, I just keep myself focused on the future, or on the present moment, knowing that it will build the future. And, and I do dream of the future, and I manifest, and I actualize of where I'm going to be and what I'm going to be doing. And to me, that keeps me busy and keeps me from being negative. And there's so much to talk about, so much to think about. And we live in an infinite universe with so much coming our way. So to me, it's all about being strong, staying strong right now, right? Bless your heart, man. Thank you. TA and strategy trading, the best. Yep. Spaces left for tomorrow's course. Yep, we have a few more spaces left for tomorrow's course. I teach class every single Tuesday. Email cryptolifers@gmail. It's from 3 to 5:30. If you lost money this week, if you don't understand the market at all, if you didn't know how to short, or you're afraid to short, if you have problems just mental with emotions and you want to learn, you want to be around a good group of people that are going to help you learn how to trade, jump on into my trading group today. Take the course. Don't be scared. Invest in yourself. Make sure that you make that move. This is the best time. I lost my job due to 2 years ago, unemployed, and then crypto and NFTs saved my life. Now I work for a Web3 company, having my best time. I love to hear that. That's amazing. That's awesome. I remember the last bear market. It was awesome from a stacking point of view. Look at that. See? See the meaning in your eyes when you said that, brother. Thank you. I appreciate that. How is your beautiful wife? She's doing amazing. Thank you, Jana. May God bless you and yours. If you're going to pray about it, don't worry. If you're going to worry about it, don't pray. My man, Stack McChange. Stack, I'm going to be back in Miami, baby. Back in Miami, man. I can't get enough. Sounds like you're into neuro-linguistic programming based on your speech and choice of words. Great stuff. Life-changing. Honestly, People have told me about it. I've never really read it, but I've already kind of cracked the matrix, and I understand that the matrix is frequency, and what you say is frequency, and how you speak is frequency, and the way you move and how you believe and everything you put together is your frequency, and your frequency controls your movement in your life and everything else. So, and I'm sure that's pretty part of neuro-linguistic programming, because that's a frequency, and it's talking about using the proper language to direct yourself in the proper movement. Your brain and your subconscious mind and your language are all connected. If you're saying things that aren't in tune with the way you're behaving, using a lot of profanity all the time, it may slip out here and there. I get it. I grew up with my uncles and my dad swearing at me all the time, or actually my dad, really. I didn't have a lot of uncles around me, honestly. It seems like I did, but basically his friends who said they were my uncles, but they were just my dad's buddies. I signed up to the trading group through Discord. May God bless you and yours, man. Thank you for the love. I appreciate that. And look, still trending. BitBoy's still trending hard right now. Pretty interesting. It seems like as soon as I started investing time in God, and everything in my life has gone up. Got promoted a month ago and finally got enough money to start investing. Your streams have been amazing help. Shout out to Xander Harris, man. I love you. I said the same thing. The second I made more space for God in my life, everything else got better for me. Like, everything began to create, more space. Just blessings on blessings, really. I'm mostly in ETH now. Obviously, now that I'm on ETH, we have fought on ETH. You're funny. Your language is like a calm ultimate warrior. WWF interview. You're funny. It seems as soon as I started... Yeah. Hi, Sam. I found meaning to crypto trading with your channel, and that's amazing. Hey, may God bless you and yours. You are changing lives. Thank you, Gonzo. I appreciate that. It's tough out here, lifer. Thanks for the daily reminders to keep it 100. Every bear market, there comes a time when everyone says Bitcoin is dead. This is a huge sign that the bear market is over. This is the third cycle. I've seen it. Oh, man, this is brutal. This is as bad, and it can get worse. It can get worse. Trust me, it can get worse. It can get worse for sure. Check out KRP DeFi. Interesting. God is good all the time. Everything is going to be fine. My man. Shout out to the hodlers and the Traders Hub. I love y'all. Sounds like you're into neuro-linguistic programming. I believe so. Sam, we're ordering Lifer shirts right now for Miami. You're insane. You guys are the best. Shout out to Crypto420. May God bless y'all. Thank you. I'm coming. Just a quick 5-hour drive for life-changing info. Jaso84. My pops is doing better, still healing, but doing better. Thank you for your support, brother. You're such a good dude and a man of God, man. May God bless you, Kevin Baker. I hope your dad has the best recovery possible and everything works out in the way God plans it for you, man. Sometimes it's not in how we plan it, but it's how God plans it, and may we get the most out of that situation. I've been waiting for this bear market to get in, my man. Everybody, I love you all. Thank you for being here. I'm going to jump out. It's 11:44. Jump on into the rest of crypto. Have a great day. I'll see you in the trading group, and just stay blessed. Be happy. Remember, live in the present moment. The present moment is all you have. Like, I used to waste so much of my present moment worried about the future, the past, and all the things in between, and I really wasn't there. Or the in-between really is the present, but I wasn't there. I wasn't present. I wasn't fully in the moment of that time and having true gratitude for that moment. Take a deep breath. Have true gratitude for this moment you're in right now. If you got your butt whipped, you were supposed to get your butt kicked. If you got whooped, you're supposed to get whooped. If you learned valuable lessons, these are the times you were supposed to learn them so you can help others later on in your life and be that rock that they need you to become. So, I love you all. Have a blessed day. Live in love. You can, you will. You are the best. You're going to achieve your greatest dreams ever. There's going to be a bump in the road on the way. That's going to be the best thing for you, because without those bumps in the roads, you'll never know what it's like to be smooth sailing, baby. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great night. Have a great day. Good afternoon. Have a good morning, good day, good afternoon, good night, no matter where you are in the world. I love you all. Thank you, Crypto Lifers. I appreciate you all more than you would ever know. And I love you all more than you would ever know. You mean the world to me, each and every one of you. You've given me a purpose, a drive, and I promised myself I wouldn't cry today, but you've given me everything. And what more could I ever ask for? Literally, testimonials for days. super chats, constant support, constant love, people helping other people, seeing my dream come true. What more could I ever ask for? If I passed away today, what more could I ever ask for? May God bless you all. Thank you so much for everything. There's no words. There's no words I could ever really say